Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm delaying because technically there was still an ad for a couple seconds. Hello Nini. Sorry I went on break just as you may have gotten here. If that it was in fact the case. I'd really like it to stop shooting at me. Okay, that looks real interesting and all. And I guess I'm going towards it. It's just a shot put. So said Pistress 2. Hystress, probably. Well. I'm still making more progress than in Castlevania. Yeah, also, sorry Yuki for going to break right when you were asking one of your famous hypotheticals. You know what? I think I would actually start asking Suri to get random objects more often. If he could just use his feathers like a mage hand. Like, it's no big deal for him to go and make a coffee if he can just do it from his computer, right? But not if it hurts him though. Like if he has to remove the feathers. I guess we wouldn't use it all too much. It would only be when they I guess we'd only use it during molting season. This is the Door Guardian. The Molten Falcon. This is very similar to another boss I fought. I can't remember which one. Peanut Butter Falcon? To be honest, not only have I not seen it, I don't think I've heard of that one. Peanut Butter Falcon. I can't even begin to guess what that would be about. Did he, did the boss destroy a block? Because I did not catch that. Maybe I need to pay better attention. Oh, he killed you through a block? Yeah, I don't rely on the environment to protect me in these games. If the game's gonna pretend like the environment doesn't exist, then I also pretend like it doesn't exist. Down syndrome guy who wants to become a wrestler. And the people who are helping him to achieve it, that does sound like a cute movie. I don't know how much I buy, how much faith I want to put in movies that are based on true stories. So historically, they'll change a lot, like to the point where the people involved start to have problems with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with changing some details around to make a better story. As long as, I guess as long as it's a story that those people want to tell. The ones who are actually involved. Alright, we should be good at this guy. He doesn't even have a phantom option. He's nothing. Bad timing. It's also worth checking to make sure that we can't upgrade the weapon, because I think we should be able to, actually. So if he gets us again, we might do that before coming back in here. He fights like a Goron? Oh, you're right. You're so right. And also, that sounds like a really funny insult. Even though it's not. Gorons are famously good fighters. That sounds like a lot of movies, honestly, that are about a sports team. Also, thank you for the encouraging pats. I think I need them. And thank you for the head pats as well, Yuki. Okay, we got some things to do at the hotel. We'll see if we can upgrade the hammer. Surely if we did slightly more damage, that fight would go completely differently. It's not a contest, you two. But you can act like it is if you want. You won't hear any complaints from me. But I'm not going to start keeping score. That might
You're here.
lead to some bad habits.
Relief. Being trapped somewhere. It's the worst.
I can't even talk to her anymore. We're missing a single half moonstone, unfortunately.
I can hardly believe it. But the ergo readings...
Siri, are you okay with this?
No doubt. No doubt at all, you see? Okay, Vanini, breathe. Despite your best efforts, they can't read your mind yet. My friend.
Guys, I'm gonna go bald.
Apologies. But when you hear this news, you'll be excited too. The puppets were being compelled by the Grand Covenant. But they were communicating with each other. With wavelengths. This is beyond anything I'd imagined. They were not built with this kind of intelligence. I did the best I could to decipher the wavelengths, but there was considerable noise in the signal. Care to give it a listen?
Wavelengths.
Carlo, I hope you can hear me. The laws of the Grand Covenant bind us.
Thank you.
We're his puppets. First law, all puppets must obey their creator's commands. Law 0.
You defeated the
The
spray.
creator's name is Geppetto.
Ooh.
Disobey Geppetto.
What a twist that we couldn't have possibly predicted.
The last part sounded important, but there was too much static. Tell me you heard it, please. We need to find the cause of the frenzy, and this may be our best chance. What or who was behind
I'm telling him.
the frenzy? Geppetto. Lo Zero, the creator's name is Geppetto. One can't make these things up. It must be true.
I had my suspicions about that for a while.
But why would Geppetto of all people do this? I suppose we'll never find out if we don't save him.
You sprayed, then your head
I
pet
have to
stopped,
admit, it's
just
good
as
to
it
have things
started.
in motion again.
I'm
I
sorry.
was beginning to despair. Now that we know the
I
cause,
was-
we can find a solution.
I could see that I was still
It's all
recovering.
thanks to you, my friend.
When the head pat came in. We can upgrade our shooty boy.
At the House of Vanini, even priceless things have... Ah, Master Vanini's collection box. You have been busy, sir. The House of Vanini
It's sprayed in your head,
only
yeah.
in masterpieces and works of special
I wish I knew how everything works.
And I'm pleased to say that for you, the private reserve is open. At the House of Vanini,
Instead of just sort of knowing how it works. Tyrant Murderer's Dagger, huh? A quick forward stab. The blade of a dagger used for sneak attacks, popular among the poor who live on the streets. It is designed to make it easy for anyone to stab others. In the slums, one's ability rules above all. Even a powerful tyrant is helpless against a knife in his back. The leather grip prevents blood stains from standing out too much. In the slums, those with strength and skill are given a chance. And Carcass Butcher's Amulet. And we can also buy some armor, but let's not worry about that. I was hoping he would suddenly start selling half moonstones.
No matter what fate brings, serving welcome.
But it's not to be, we just got some lore. Oh, excuse me, I guess Vanini wants to talk some more.
We all owe you a huge debt, or we will, if we can stop the frenzy. You may not be aware, I am an orphan. In fact, my parents were murdered before my very eyes. The authorities in Krat insisted it was a mugging, but I know what I saw. A mad, raving puppet killed them. A puppet that was driven by a murderous lunatic's awakened ego. I know that because the lunatic told me his name. Arlecchino.
We've met an Arlecchino, haven't we?
Never forget his insane laugh. I have been fitting puppets with the Grand Covenant to ensure no one else ever has to experience the same tragedy I did. I was this close to giving up. But now that you're here, you can take the wavelength decoder. It's proof of your brilliant actions. See what else you can read with it. You might even discover more secrets within the Puppet King's message. You can play it back as much as you like.
Oh yeah, I
Use
love
the
hearing.
stargazer. Here. I always welcome friends.
There's nothing I'd like more than to listen to Big Brother accuse my dad of murder over and over again.
Carlo, I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House.
Oh no, that was me!
We're best friends. I'm doing what I can to fend off both the petrification disease and the alchemists. My puppets and I are taking a stand against death itself. That's why I tried sending you messengers. But you got rid of them all. You're still an unstoppable fellow. I remember you. No reason for us to fight, I suppose.
Oh no.
I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm Romeo. We're best friends.
Well, it's a good thing I listened to it anyway. I'm not sure what the red ergo is. I have no context. Would you like context, or would you like to stay somewhat less spoiled? You are serene and unperturbed. How blissful. Alright, we can dodge and shoot now. See, check that out. We're unstoppable. Romeo said so. Well, at least I got him in the foot a little bit. At least we're getting good at blocking him. We're not quite getting good at hitting him. What would I do if you were an ant mouse? I mean, Virtue's kind of like that. So it wouldn't even be my first time seeing it. Have you seen how small that guy can get? I guess I'd ask you how you did it, because I might be interested. You should have set the wasp. Sorry. I'm not sure there's an appreciable difference. Can't the wasp fly? Is that it? I'm not as into comic books. I'm honestly not sure. Oh! No, now I understand. For some reason I completely misread your post. I thought you were asking if you had those powers, and I was like, yeah, I just completely misread it. It would be a nice power to have. I could finally fulfill the mousy desire to be small. Make sure I've got... Yes. Or whatever it is I like to do. I'll give it a good test. I'll make sure this time. But also, you have a good night, and check House Veteran Stronghold Journal. Ethan Serethi told me in order to advance further, I need a better stronghold. Everything is fine. Alright. Yeah, sleep well. I'll make sure to get that sorted tonight before the Morrowind tomorrow. I'm glad you could be here too. Thank you. I'm slowly getting better with the P. We are slowly doing it. Maybe not anymore. I hate how much HP this guy has. I wonder if there's a trick. Actually. Or if I just need to force a level up, which I can do. Because obviously I am just dying, and that's the main problem here. But I'm also not doing a ton of damage, which is concerning. Maybe it's like he's resistant to blunt. Because there are damage types in this game. There's not damage types in this game. No, there are. Okay. I'm gonna go back one more time. There does not appear to be damage types in this game. What I was looking at first was the blade type, and what I was looking at second was the attack type. But they all say slash and stab. I think that's just the direction you swing. So your suggestion is perhaps he's got like resistance to like single big attacks. But I'm all about single big attacks. We'll try the scythe again. Just to mix things up then. And also, I won't forget to increase my ergo a little bit so that I can level up. That was almost a disaster. Although honestly, when it comes to being stuck on a boss, I don't think I've actually been stuck on this guy that long. Considering I spent, like, a stream and a half on the green monster before. Might actually be right if I can get more little hits in without putting myself at risk. Because this is so good at hitting charged attacks, I might be able to increase his stagger faster. If everything I touch became a little bit cuter. I don't know how a Suri could be cuter. I guess I'd touch things a lot more. I already touch things a lot. It's my main method of interacting with the world around me. I hope my controller would still work okay. I wasn't expecting the roll. You know what? Let me go and upgrade the scythe. I like the way that was working. I already tried to make things a little bit cuter. Within reason. It seems very much like a Midas touch situation.
You're here. You're here.
This already happens. Twitch became cuter the moment I touched it.
Somewhere. It's the
Oh no, Yuki. This is what I was worried about with the Midas touch of cute. Okay, I got one upgrade out of that. That was not what I was hoping for. You all are cute ones. Oh no, Yuki, I'm so sorry. Been such a negative influence on your life overall.
Apparently, I must remain in this room. Be careful out there, won't you? The hotel will always welcome you back. Apparently, I must be careful out there, won't you?
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we do have 1 quartz as well. We can break the enemy's stance when we perfect guard. Charges Fable upon reviving would be pretty nice. There we go. Now that we've used our quartz and upgraded the weapon 1 time, now we're unstoppable. Nope, not a good start. That's okay. Also, we don't have full ergo like I thought I did. Or full, Fable, that's what it's called. There was certainly already much cuter beans around here before I got here. We survived. Took us a minute, but we got up. I was trying to do the quick dodge one. Our perfect guards are causing him stiffness now, don't forget. With each one we pull off, he gets stiffer and stiffer. What's getting harder? Nothing's getting harder. I don't know where you got that idea. My Monster Hunter experience, because of the bouncing attacks, is telling me I need to grind, but that is not the case. I'm just hitting a bad part of him, I guess. Oh! His moves are getting faster. Yeah, I just got something that says when I, what was it called? Perfect guard stiffening or something? When I get a perfect guard, it said it is supposed to break the enemy's stance. I haven't seen what they're talking about yet. Yeah, stiffer, not harder. Those are two different things. Most of the time, at least. I'm gonna try the hammer again. Just for science. The worst part is there's not a phantom, so this shouldn't be this hard. I do wonder if there's meant to be a trick, though. Yes. Suri was one of the eagles in Lord of the Rings. He was the one that told all the other eagles not to bother, showing up again. Because he knew it would be a better story if they didn't. Well, it was a better it was a better story thanks to him. Honestly, I've seen Lord of the Rings exactly once, so I can't remember if anything bad happened as a result. But I trust him. He's normally got pretty good judgment. Oh, jeez. Ask Suri what he would do if we came across a kangaroo. We've seen a kangaroo once in the wild. Or rather, Suri saw it, and our dog Kirby saw it, and I trust them that it was real. But it didn't stick around for very long, because it was just a little guy. I thought I was dead. I legitimately thought I was dead. Oh, if it came up to me? I have patted a kangaroo. In a reserve. Full-sized? Okay, well, it was a small kangaroo. I admit I'd be intimidated if it was a full-size adult kangaroo. I guess I'd be like, okay, Boomer, I don't want any trouble. Yeah, they're big boys. I just touched a real little one. I can't remember if it was actually a kangaroo. I think there's multiple varieties of kangaroo. I really wish Surrey were here to keep me from sounding like a complete idiot. Because certainly he would know what I touched. It was kangaroo shaped, that's for sure. Oh, if a kangaroo approaches you? I mean, yeah, they're bigger than you. Or even if it was as big as you. This one was a little domestic guy inside of a little nature reserve. I was far from the first person to touch him that day, I assume. Oh, it was really cute. Oh, I couldn't even get up. I need to get to the door behind him. I assume. So in my head, having come from the US to Australia, I firmly like to think of kangaroo as Australian deer. Because their faces kind of look the same, in my opinion. And both of them are generally peaceful guys, I think, who you absolutely don't want to... Oh well. Both of them are generally peaceful guys that you don't want to make feel threatened. So I guess the real answer to the question, if I saw one approaching me, is I would go, oh wow, cute, look at that, snap a picture, all while slowly backing away. That's what I would do with if a deer were really close to me. I once left my house through the back door because there was a deer out the front. And I just didn't want to get that close to it. Probably didn't need to heal that. But he has me feeling scared. some more stam would really help me out. That's for sure. Oh, that's... No! That's not allowed! Your falling over animation doesn't get to have a hurt box. Okay, we got him to fall over once. I've got this guy's number. Not, well, maybe not this time. I haven't actually seen a lot of wildlife since coming to Australia outside of, like, zoos and such. Unless spiders count. I've seen plenty of them. Not the big ones that people like to talk about. Just modestly sized spiders. Back in Ohio, I used to see animals all the time. Like, we had a lot of squirrels, for example. Not so over here. No raccoons. It's not that bad, though. Obviously, it doesn't impact my life that much. But it is something I miss. I think that's less a thing about Australia. It's definitely more of a thing about coming from a very small town to a much larger town. I got my webcam on. I'm fighting a boss, you're distracting. What if you accidentally got in frame? They wouldn't be able to handle it. This guy's designed to be a tease, too, the way he keeps falling to his knees and then getting right back up. Okay, I know how that sounded. I'm not apologizing. But it was an accident. Okay, stay away from his head. Now this had better do a ton of damage. Yeah, look at it. Oh, look at it. He's donezo. I need to remember that the hammer's other ability is a defensive one and cheaper than the attack one. There's 7 minutes on the ad timer. I'll have to get him down faster than that. Is he weak to headshots? Or was that just a coincidence? Well, that one didn't seem to do anything. Let me up, let me up, let me up, I don't deserve this. No! Oh, hey. Siri, I need you to believe in me. I'm so close over here. You'll believe in me for $20? I mean, okay. I can't get it to you right now. Fine then. I'll do it in spite of you. That works better on me anyway. We do, in fact, have our money. But he does also have his money, and I also have my money. So that we can get each other gifts, and it's meaningful. But most of it is, in fact, our money. Yeah, headshot does not appear to do additional damage. We do like to be pretty cute. Shut up, bot, I got this. I meant to put 5 more minutes on the clock before I came back in here. Ooh. Because I sure would like to beat this guy before break. There we go. Maybe someday, though, right? Those things are hugely expensive. I don't know if the fursuits are, Oh my gosh, I think Yuki meant, a jacket and pants. I believe Yuki was referring to a fursuit. But he replaced fur with feathers because he respects you. But you still don't have one of those. So he has taken to wearing normal suits, which is pretty hot. I would say they suit him very well. Wait, you do kind of have an eye out for a fursuit, right? But they're like... Well, it's not necessarily a... We got the musical instruments. There were a couple extenuating circumstances to that. It's a doable pipe dream. So it's not a pipe dream at all. I probably wouldn't get one at the same time because I'd get a digital one. And also, I'm not really a big fan of those anyway. Birds are like that. Come on. You want the names? I would like to think that KFC doesn't use named birds. Oh my gosh, I was literally reading chat. And I did not realize that he was winding up the kick. Loving family is one of the secret spices. I mean, birds are cutthroat, man. Just because a critter's similar doesn't make us friends. Just like murids and rabbits. Okay, this is part of the process. We just gotta zero back in on him. Okay, thought I was dead. We're good. I feel actually a little bad because I almost had him like twice. And now I can't do the fight at all. So Geppetto wasn't really kidnapped, right? We're all on board with that? He was extracted stealthily. Oh, which means even if we hadn't put Alidoro in there. Wait, no. He might not necessarily be working with Simon, though. This is actually going to have to be the last attempt before break. I am out of snoozes. I'm having a hard time getting the fast shot off. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna get a break. I'm gonna take a short break, and then I'll be back. I won't be able to quite go for another hour after this, though. I'm gonna have to actually stop at 2, or, whatever that is for you guys, which is probably gonna be on the half hour. So I'm gonna go for a short break. We'll do half an hour-ish more. Once I get back. So, see you then. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're about to take this loser down. I hope. I've come back refreshed. And that's it. Do they have Kroger? Unfortunately, no. Kroger used to actually be a nice grocery. Back where I used to live. Okay, well, let me say, I haven't seen nor heard of a Kroger in Australia. So, if they do have one, it's pretty rare. Funny story, I just got an email not long ago from Kroger letting me know that they're hiring management and I should reapply. I decided not to respond, but I appreciate that they thought of me. It probably wouldn't have worked out. I don't know why I did that. I did it fully with like full intention, but I have no idea why. I think this guy might be optional, by the way, because when I stood on the glyph there, it glowed. So if I can just stand there for a minute, is the door just gonna open? Pretty terrible guardian if that's the case. Nah, door's still cloak's closed. This guy Suri is so amazing that he's basically the Aussie Superman. And I hope my husband doesn't hear about that guy. He might see him as competition. Get down here. We gotta heal. Oh, and we wasted our Fable. Okay, get a heal. This might be the one. Nope. Not quite. Don't you laugh at that. Y'all probably can't hear us. Suri's snickering over there in the background. We decided earlier, I'm here for the cuteness. I'm not here for my skill at video games. After Castlevania 1 and the Green Monster, people here know what they're getting. Thank you, Yuki. I'm glad you like the Bobali. I would have been just Ali Bobali. But someone retroactively, someone preemptively stole my name. So I had to use the full government name. Of Allison Bobalison. It's fine though, I checked. They weren't active. At least I hope it's fine. Look, they didn't come up with it either. Not literally, maybe soon. Once I get all my forms in order, I can be Allison something. His last name, Pope Allison. If he wants it to be. Imagine the coincidence. Oh, sorry, why'd you just get excited? Can you say? You looked real excited. I want to be excited too. It was $70 and it's 17? That's quite a difference. I can see now why you're so excited. I am indeed excited too. Then it would be. As it is, Destiny had no part in it. We worked hard. Don't give Destiny any credit. Destiny put him in Australia and me in the US. They were working against us. Our union defies the gods. And for a time, the law. Oh, yeah. I know you just meant because of the name, but I was just ripping. You complete jerk. That shouldn't have happened a second time. I was so excited when he was falling over, I forgot. It would be funny if everyone assumed. It's like, oh, so you took her name, right? Oh, no, no, no. I was always a Baballison. Her maiden name was Johnston. Not my actual maiden name, obviously. I'm slightly too smart to be tricked by that. You know, tricked by myself. It almost happened once because I was talking about... We were talking about pets. And I was like, oh, I remember my first pet. She was a cat and her name was... Up, up, up. Ah, shoot. They put their ID live on stream. Hello? Yeah, I mean, you guys are awesome. Okay, our controller is reconnected. You guys are awesome. I don't think for a second that, any one of you would do anything to hurt me. But also, like, anyone can watch these videos. Yeah, you guys here right now are cool. You freaks watching this in the VOD. I don't know. Hi, YouTube. I can say that kind of thing because no one is going to sit through a recording of this. They can see how long it's going to be. You guys didn't get a warning. My perfect guard strat ran out at just the wrong moment. That is true. I have legitimately had one person come in and say you cropped up in my YouTube recommends, so I decided to check you out live. Which is the intent. That's why I posted on YouTube. And certainly that's happened before from people who just didn't tell me. Also, I joke, but I'm actually the type of person who would just put on a VOD like this. I'm a background noise enjoyer. Technically, I think my biggest fan is sitting to my right. But he's more a fan of me as a person and less of me for content reasons. I could stream to YouTube as well. I wasn't sure if I could keep up with everything going on in both, but it is something to consider. Oh. Oh, Kirby? Kirby's... You know what? Yeah, Kirby is probably my biggest fan. But I'm not his favorite. Right now I'm putting everything up on YouTube in chunks. Whenever I go to break, it auto-cuts the recording. And then, if I get things done, I'll just put the hour up. If I'm stuck on a boss for 2 hours, I'll combine them. So that it's not wasting 2 upload slots. I don't know if that's... I don't know how people would prefer. The YouTubers don't talk to me, and when they do, it's less nice. I like it better over here. Which, it's not their fault, by the way. I have been 100% focused over here. It's more for people to catch up if they want to, than anything else. Sometimes when you're putting your shoes on, she'll jump on your leg, and the shoe putting on pose and stay there. When we're putting our shoes on, Kirby tries to stop us. He, like, lays on our feet. He wants... They want us to stay. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm mostly to blame there. if you poof before I come back. Oh, thank you so much. You're awesome too. Okay, we're just gonna take this guy, like, real careful. With stand management as a focus. Oh, gee. I had no idea my health was that low. I don't think this segment is supposed to be the Radon of P. But I don't appreciate the run-in with all the ballista bolts either. Certainly not as hard as Radon. I'm an adult. Oh, jeez. Perhaps a little early on that one. Got him that time. Don't fully know how to engage with kick yet. A bit of a whiff. Recover. Both stam and health. Okay, that's the real fall. And we have a health. We're in it. Okay, we immediately wasted our health pack, but that's okay. That's what it's there for, correcting our silly mistakes. You fight like a Goron. I think this could be the one. If we don't fuck it up. The health pack regeneration sound does not mean we get to do something silly. But this could be it. High-level alchemist badge. High-level alchemists will now listen to our commands. You used high-level alchemist badge. And there's our Stargazer. Thank you, Siri. These guys look fine. Alchemists are doing great. Thank you for the victory pats. Oh, I'm still alive, huh? Does not care about barrier. He cared about the... He cared about the brazier. He did not care about the barrier. That's the opposite of how I would have expected that to work. Well, that was a significant amount of Virgo that I don't want to lose, so I'm gonna go collect that. I'm gonna go back to the hotel, level up. Maybe see Arlecchino. Arlecchino, pardon. If that is indeed the treasure hunter's name. Well, actually, hold on. I am tempted to fight this guy. If he's willing to follow me down here, I'm gonna fight him. It looks like he's not, which might be better for us. Look, he won't come any closer. He keeps trying to back away. We're just getting free shots. You trying to reset? You trying to reset to your scripted position? Okay, do not taunt him. He can still react. Got your star fragment. Later, loser. Yeah, nothing at the hotel. Or so it says. But let me check on that treasure hunter guy. Because we've also done more with Alidoro. There he is. How's the plugging friend?
Life is short, and life in Krat is shorter. I reckon I should cherish what time I've got. All I can do is keep plugging away.
I'm just gonna step away from this guy. We've got those keys. We haven't found all of those. There's a lot of secrets we haven't done in this game. I hope that doesn't give us like a terrible ending later. So I will just level up. And I probably will have to raid and run, so unfortunately, I'm probably going to drop you guys off with Nyx again. Not unfortunately, like, Nyx is a bad place to end up, but I do feel a little bad just sending everyone to Nyx over and over again, but it lines up. It lines up, and they're a friend. Not to mention, Nyx is real close to the affiliate goal. So it is definitely still meaningful to the Nyx to get that little viewership boost, even for just a little bit. But once they're over that hump, I can start being a bit more generous. We could increase stamp. You know, motivity is only like 3 damage. It's probably more worth it to start going for stam. Gently setting down the controller, because sometimes I can hear it on the VOD, and I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. It works out. Nyx is the only one I'm following who's streaming anyway. So I have an excuse. So thank you everyone who came to hang out today. I really appreciate it, and I had a great time. I hope everyone else had a nice time too. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. So more Morrowind with some fixed mods. And then the thing I play after, Nine Souls. I'm excited to get back into Nine Souls. So see you then.